Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm Setareh Derakhshesh with the Voice of America, an adjunct faculty here at Georgetown University. I cannot tell you how honored I am to have been asked to be here this morning for the opening session of the third Iranian American Women's Foundation Leadership Conference. I am so excited to meet all of you, and I thank you for coming. Now, the sight of the hundreds of you sitting here, the anticipation I see in your eyes, your fresh faces, and I know you have traveled long distance, and also the very few men I see in the audience. Hopefully next time, there will be more, I hope. Now, if you could see you from my vantage point, you too would be overwhelmed. Words such as accomplishment, synergy, talent, vision, resolve come to mind when I look out to you. But the word that strikes me the most powerfully, is possibilities. And in just a little while, I will tell you why I'm thinking of this particular word, which is possibilities. You know from the agenda that we have a fast-paced, exciting day ahead of us. Now, this opening session is no less packed, and here's what we're going to do. I'm going to talk a little bit about the foundation, its mission, its goals. Then we will meet one of our most special sponsors, who is with the World Bank, and she will talk just a bit about the Persian Gender Network, and I might refer to that to the PGN. You will also meet one of my esteemed colleagues in the field of journalism, CNN's Senior Vice President of International News Gathering, and I will end up with a few announcements. But first, about the Iranian American Women Foundation. It was established in Orange County, California by Mariam Khosravani. And I don't know where she's sitting. All right. It is a nonprofit entity organizing the leadership conferences such as this one for Iranian American women in the United States and hopefully very soon in Canada and in Europe. Now, the IAW Foundation's mission is to encourage, equip, and empower Iranian American women from all walks of life to be successful in their personal, business, and nonprofit environment. Their vision is to inspire and empower Iranian American women to achieve their maximum potential. Their conferences feature leading experts, accredited business coaches, and interactive panels. Both their conferences in California in the last 2 years have been sold out with more than 700 participants. And their next conference, mark your calendars, it will be in Orange County on September 23rd, and we hope to see you all there. The Iranian American Women Foundation is co-hosting today's conference in Washington, D.C. with the PGN, with the Persian Gender Network. And also on behalf of the organizers, I would like to thank Paya for the beautiful gift baskets they have generously given to our participants and our audience. Now, before we go any further, let me share with you a few thoughts that I'm hoping will set the tone for the day. There are many of you in this room who resided in Iran before the revolution. And you know firsthand how it felt to leave your homeland at a moment's notice and immigrate to the West, to the United States in particular. But I'm so happy to see also that there are a lot of women in their 20s and early 30s in this crowd, in this audience. Though you proudly claim Iranian American heritage, probably you've never actually lived in Iran. It is this group in particular whom I invite to embrace and appreciate the power of possibilities. Imagine for a moment sitting on a plane that is racing down the runway and rising into the air. Imagine staring at the land as it gets smaller and smaller and wondering if you'll ever set foot on that land again. And imagine stepping off the plane onto the soil of a strange country. You have no bag. You don't know where you're going to live. You don't know who is going to raise your child. You don't know who's going to educate your child. You don't know where you will work. And you don't know what medical facility you will visit. But at the same time, ironically, you feel a sense of hope, a sense of a new beginning, a sense that if you have a dream and are willing to work hard to achieve it, you can realize your full potential no matter your gender or family name or religious beliefs or political ties. And look at us now, a short 3 decades later. The story of the Iranian in America, the Iranian woman in particular, is a story of success, as many of the possibilities we envisioned when we set foot on this land have come to pass. We are authors and judges and cardiologists and consultants and fashion designers and journalists and politicians and recording artists. And we do not just work in these fields, we hold impressive leadership position in these fields. And the story of the successful Iranian woman is not limited to the shores of America, as the influence of the women of the Iranian diaspora is felt worldwide. Nor is the story of the successful Iranian woman confined to Earth. In 2006, Anousheh Ansari flew aboard a Soyuz flight to the space station as the first female private space tourist. And I think the title of her book, My Dreams of Stars, is very fitting, a fitting theme for this particular conference. Does the success Iranian women have enjoyed in America and throughout the world mean that we have forgotten our roots and lost our yearning for our homeland? The answer, of course, is no. We have not forgotten our roots, and our yearning for home will forever hang on our heads, over our heads, like a dark, threatening cloud. But the fact is, success is the ultimate destiny of many Iranian women living in America and abroad. At some point, I'm sure we all contemplated giving up on our dreams and abandoning our goals. But ultimately, we have smoothed the path by making use of our education, our intellect, our judgment, our creativity, our perseverance, our network of family and friends, and most importantly, our belief in ourselves. Given the hugely intimidating obstacles we women among the first generation of Iranian Americans faced when we set foot on American soil, if we could persist and succeed in the course of a few short decades, there is no earthly reason why the youngest generation of Iranian American women should not succeed as well. Will the success that we women of the Iranian diaspora enjoy have a positive impact on the lives and fortunes of women back in Iran? I have to think they will. Though our successes may not translate directly and immediately into the loosening of the figurative and physical shackles with which those women are bound, we can be assured that on some level, every step we take forward, every barrier we break down, and every goal we accomplish will not go unnoticed. Be assured that our successes will indirectly and over time Give those brave women more courage to go on and hope for change. And those of us who have the opportunity to be here have the responsibility to speak for those who could not. It is all the more reason why all of us, but most especially the youngest generation of Iranian women, must continue to seek out, embrace, and pursue all possibilities for professional advancement. Our success will enrich not only our own lives, but it will course through American society and reverberate through the global community, even penetrating the metaphorical wall that encircles Iran. Now, I would like to invite a very successful Iranian-American woman, the founder of the Persian Gender Network. She's also the co-chair of the Iranian-American Women's Foundation Leadership, Mrs. Nader Chamleux, on stage to say a few words and introduce PGN to the audience. Nader Chamleux is the senior advisor to the chief economist of the Middle East North Africa region of the World Bank. In her 30 years with the World Bank, she has held technical, advisory, and managerial functions in such areas as economic management, private and financial sector development, infrastructure and environment, corporate governance, knowledge management, and gender. She's also an adjunct professor at New York University and has several publications. She's a graduate of Georgetown School of Foreign Service and the Graduate School for Economics. Welcome.